February 11th. I almost forgot. It is February 11th, 2016. We're already through January, of course. Halfway through February. And this is, of course, I left the stream on, so there's like a double little recording going through here. But guys, this is episode 113, 113, titled "Everybody's a Critic: Gaming Clans and Online Gaming." The alternate title, you know, we could have went with MMOs and Woes, society, social versus antisocial gaming. I just read that for the first time, so like it's one of those things that Yogi just kind of slides in there with that random. But you guys hear him in the background. He's everybody's favorite bear lizard, my better half on this show, Yogi Zilla. What's up, dude?
What's up? And that's appropriate too, because Super Bowl just passed.
My better half on the show?
Oh. Well, no. What's up? That's good too. I like that part too. Thank you.
The guy, it's the guy that the fuck you do. You better go ask Mama. We gotta ask Normie to re-record that. You know that, right? Because she's
the social does it.
Yeah, because it's because she talks about the inappropriate whatever she says, and then I always put in every week like inappropriate language because I use the F-bomb a lot.
Inappropriate things. I think it's all encompassing. But we need to start plugging the social dozen. So, especially for all the hosts on the social dozen.
Did you just say all the hoes on the social dozen?
All the hosts.
Oh, okay, my
dozen.
bad. I was like, hoes and woes it is, ladies and gentlemen.
We need to get some bumpers so we can have them on rotation. But I mean, we actually gotten a lot of good feedback about Normie's bumper. People like her voice. They like listening to it. So, and it gives a little extra credibility. So I'm happy just running that one to the ground. But it'd be nice to have some other ones to have on rotation. You know? Yeah? Okay. Good talk.
Yeah. Good talk.
But, dude, so we might as well just, be cliche and talk about Super Bowl.
I just said a quick macro, and I have no idea what I said it to. Let's try it. See what happens.
Oh, no, dude. Don't do something. You might break something. Dude. Who were you rooting for in the Super Bowl?
Nobody.
I mean, you had to choose one.
Well, I was kind of rooting for Peyton because I honestly think that this is last year, and him to go out with a big bang. But ultimately, I really wanted Carolina to win it. I mean, the season they had was just phenomenal. They didn't even have a loss, did they? They had a perfect season, or was it one loss?
They lost once to Atlanta.
It was okay. It was a one.
Team.
Still due to one loss season, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 15-1, bro.
Yeah.
And then they went through the playoffs and damn near. I mean, yeah, they at the fourth quarter they lost, but I mean, it's a great freaking season. I would have liked to seen that, but Cam Newton's got so many more seasons ahead of him.
Yeah, he's still young, so it's not that bad.
He's still young. He's still raring and ready to go. I just feel like Peyton I mean, this is his second championship now. He's got one with the Colts and he's got one with Denver. I mean, it's good. I mean, he's had a great, potentially a Hall of Fame career. I mean, he's broken records all over the place. I mean, you can say
dude, the Broncos and the Panthers combined through this year, they break or tied 10 Super Bowl records. I don't know if Carolina's Panthers were up there, but
and combined seasonal NFL records, they broke 13 together.
That's crazy. But the thing is, Peyton Manning broke a bunch of records this season alone, didn't he?
Yes, and he was out for 4 weeks, almost 6 weeks.
I thought he was done when
he didn't break season records. He broke all-time records.
Yeah, all-time records.
Like he's first in all-time passing, all-time touchdowns, all-time fuck. Like really. I mean,
Yeah,
he's got he's now the oldest starting quarterback in the Super Bowl. That
yeah,
has won it.
39,
That has won
39
it.
years old.
39 and
Wow.
327 days. Fuck.
Oldest to start and oldest to win.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
this
is
is a young
another.
man's sport. People don't understand. This is a young man's sport. It's not like baseball where you can play till you're like 50 something. Really.
Well, too, like you got to think about it. Like all these sports that, and I'm gonna call it a sport. If you don't agree with me, fuck you. But just like wrestling, yes, there's its time where people can call it fake, blah blah. It's not fake. I can tell you that much right now. Um, but if you want to know more about that, just join me in Fatal, and we'll tell you off. Um, but it's one of those things where like wrestlers too, they get 30, 35 years old. They're an old man in WWE. Same with the NFL. You
Yeah,
get to where
yeah,
you're 40, 45, 50 years old, you should be commentating right now. You shouldn't be playing
yeah,
still. And for him to go out and do that, I mean, I know he you know, his dead arm came around last season. I mean, he even got pulled this season from his dead arm. And it just, I mean, it's starting. So
dude, he needs a hip replacement for Pete's sake.
I honestly, well, that's just from wear and tear. It's his plant hip too. So like, that's always planning on that hip. You know, that takes a toll.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
I,
definitely.
you know, even if he would have lost, it would just still kudos to him, just because like for a man to get up there and be as composed as he was, and all the, I mean, in all the interviews, I watched a
Yeah,
lot of them Super Bowl week, and watched a lot of the interviews with Peyton, and I rewatched them and just to see how his demeanor was and how he was. Like, he looks tired. He looks like he's ready to go. Now, you never know. Fuck, we might have another Brett Favre on our hands. He might come back 16 fucking times before he actually retires. But if he does, I'm gonna be looking forward to watch. I don't even like. I mean, I'm not really a. I root for my home team. You know that.
yeah.
I told my wife, I was like, you know what? Are you ready to root for the Seattle Seahawks? She goes, why? I said, because we're gonna be living in Washington. She goes,
You know, Seahawks. I always had them on my radar because they had moments when they were explosive, but it's just so inconsistent. And we saw what happened in the last Super
Well,
Bowl.
it's a
You know,
young
last
it's
year's.
you got to remember too. Seahawks are a really young team. They got a few veterans on, you know, some captains and whatnot, but they're still a young team.
Yeah,
A few
yeah.
more years down the road, they're gonna be them and the Panthers are gonna be competing for a Super Bowl spot. You know, it's gonna be fun.
I was really rooting for Carolina because they're kind of local to me. Being the
Hmm.
South, and I just love a good underdog story. Because I mean, let's be honest. Until this season, they were not on the radar for most people.
Yeah.
Last season they were good, but they weren't like this year. It's like they came out of nowhere, if you ask me.
Well, last season they started out last season. I think they were 0-3, if I don't remember right. Maybe 1-2, or 1-3. But then, like the last half of the season, they like won damn near every game. I mean, they finished what 11-4 or 11-5, I think. I mean, they finished in the top percent of the NFL, and then they just kept going. Like this whole season was one loss again. I mean,
Yeah.
you're looking at two seasons with 30 wins and less than five losses. Two seasons.
Now I know we don't usually talk much about sports, but to me, what's cool about it, what's very geeky about it, is that football is pretty much a visceral form of chess. It's like you gotta plan everybody's position. If anyone's out of place, if you don't move at the right time, if you don't anticipate your opponent's moves, you're screwed. And that's what I love about it.
And football is not. I'm gonna stop you there. Football is not anticipation. Football is set plays to where if like, and this is something that I get in arguments about with everybody. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you why, and you're probably gonna guess why here in a minute. But football is a strategy game.
It is
Okay,
a strategy,
you run
definitely.
the plays as they're drawn because they're drawn a certain way. If you were supposed to go through the five hole, okay, which if you know football, odds are left, evens are right. So the one hole is to the left of the center. The two hole is to the right of the center. and then and then you got the 1-3 between center and guard. The and then the 3 is between the guard and tackle. The 5 is outside the tackle. If you don't run those plays like they're planned, like you'll run into a freaking wall of people. So like it is something like you don't anticipate as much. It's up to the runner, the passer, the wide receiver. Some of the things that the great quarterbacks like Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, I can't even think of anymore. But those two guys, those are the lead. Those are one of the top 5 in leading rushing yards in the NFL. Period. Still, and these guys had great vision on. They knew that they could see a guy coming to plug their hole to where they would bounce outside, or they would fake bounce outside so the guy would keep running and then they would shoot through the hole. It's just the vision that they have. A lot of quarterbacks they have to have vision because they have to throw the ball sometimes before the receivers even looking at it.
Yeah. Yep.
So I mean, the quarterback.
You don't always get that look.
It's that play. The quarterback knows that my receiver is going to go down 12 yards exactly, cut right to the end zone. So if I throw it at the 12 yards from where we're at marker, he should be there. Like it's precise. I mean, you get thrown. I mean, you get kicked off the team for not fucking running plays.
Yeah, that level of precision is insane. Because like you think about it, like they have to get it right on the money.
And it's a lot of it. A lot of it. You can see these new teams that are coming out with new wide receivers and new quarterbacks coming out of the gate. The reason that they're a lot of times that they're not doing things right, or they're not hitting their man, or their timing is just a little bit off, is because it's all about timing, literally. Yeah. If that left tackle doesn't pull down the line and kick out that right end, the play's drawn up that running back's going to get drilled if he doesn't kick that guy out. It's just
here's the other thing though. Like you run a playbook, and a lot of teams they have certain ways they go. Like they know they're gonna run 2 running plays and 2 passing plays every drive or whatever kind of system they have in place, and they might switch it up depending on what kind of situation, if they're from behind or if they're ahead, right? But
you got different offenses too. I mean, you got the West Coast offense, which is a lot of passing, like 75% passing, and then you got the East Coast offense, which is ground and pound. With up north with New York and Chicago, and I'm thinking of some of the old teams.
I like the passing stuff. It's
and that's where like Cam Newton's really, like what we were talking about. Cam Newton, he's young, and that's where he excels the most because the kid can freaking thread a ball inside of a freaking camel's ass.
He throws hard,
and he throws hard, and the sumbitch runs a 4.140.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good pocket runner. I gotta make this point. I was shocked that he got caught so much in the pocket. Like it's like his peripheral vision went to shit because they freaking smacked the ball so many times. And I mean, yes, the defense was amazing. They put the pressure on him, but there were times where it was like, dude, you should have seen that coming because that's like the 3rd time in a row that happened to you.
Well, and you got to remember too, he was a big runner in college. Like he had more rushing yards than he had passing yards in college almost. And now you got to think about it. You're up with the big boys now. You don't really want to run out there anymore because they hit really fucking hard.
Yeah, but some of the best production they had was when he started rushing himself. But you're right. Like as a quarterback, you don't want to be taking those hits if at all possible. Throw that ball away or something.
Right. Well, you got to think about it too. Like in the end, if you watch the Super Bowl, he was actually, you could see this dude was hurt. He was hurting. Like they hit him a couple good, sacked him a couple of good times, and he was just
grimacing towards the end. Like that second half, he was grimacing like pretty much the whole time.
He was hurting. He was hurting, boy. He was.
But dude, I really do feel like anticipation is a big part of it because what the playbook assumes that everybody's in their place at the proper time. But 9 times out of 10, even a team that gels well and has, everybody's doing their job 100%, there's always going to be something slightly off and a little hole that someone breaks through, and you got to adapt. And to me, like the best quarterbacks, they see that coming, and then they'll switch it up a little bit somehow.
Right, and too, like with what I was talking about too with timing, and how much a wide receiver works with a quarterback. You got to think about like number 1 and 2 wide receivers, their primary quarterback, and this is how I've been to a practice before. This is how it goes with their number 1 and 2 receivers. Their primary quarterback is this first string, right? So that first string is always thrown to the number 1 and 2, and just to make sure, because it's practice, right? The second string quarterback gets 3 and 4, right?
Yeah.
And so you have the starting tight end and the starting 2 wide receivers are with the main string quarterback.
So they have like the chemistry.
They get that chemistry going. So I can say like anticipation is one thing, but a lot of what you're going to do on the offense is not anticipation. It's planned out plays. But on the other side of the ball, defensive, yes, some of the best interception or pick sixes you could ever see is when a DB jumps it because he assumes that he's going to throw that out route or that curl, and he can jump right in front of it.
Yeah.
And, assuming that he can do that. Now, if he assumes wrong and the homeboy does a hitch and he's down the field and he's like, oh, shit, I'm done. And he's been beat, by 5 or 10 yards, and they got to rely on a safety to come over there. They might get a big play, maybe a tackle, but he might score a touchdown too. And guess what? You're either getting yelled at or sat.
Well, dude, I gotta say, out of all the Super Bowls that I could really recall, this one was definitely won by defense. And I can't recall the last time I saw so many interceptions and batted down balls. Like these passes, like, get that out of here. Like it was basketball time. Like they're like, get that out of my house. Get it out of here. It was just crazy. I'm like, damn. Like they was just freaking disrespecting the plays, man.
Right.
But this fits in perfectly to what our theme for the evening, because we will be talking a little bit about the things that make team sports work. Online games, stuff like that, guilds, clans, stuff like that. So, I love the strategy side of it. That's what really gets to me. But yo, dude, another thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching WWE with my family.
Oh shit.
Random as hell. We were watching X-Files, and then we were just flipping around to see what else was on. And, my wife is, like, very, like, religious, and she doesn't like, certain things. Like, she doesn't like anything blasphemous. Like, she's gotten to that point, and, like, she's really dedicated to that. I'm a little more liberal, because to me, humor is humor, and, fiction is fiction.
You're liberal? No.
But, so I said, just put WWE on, and we started watching. It was funny. We were reminiscing about the old wrestlers and stuff, and we were actually all kind of getting into it. It's cool just seeing, the young and the old. The kids were getting into it, and we were getting into it from a different angle. We were thinking about Brutus the Barber Beefcake and Roddy Piper, and then I remembered, he passed away last year, and then got bummed out for a second, and it was cool. And I was actually really impressed by how much she remembers about wrestling.
You should. We have a show on the 21st, but Fastlane's on the 21st. I already talked to Fatal, and you can watch it with us if you want.
I might have to. It's fun. Like, the drama is so over the top. Like, it's like, wow, they're overacting like crazy. But if you just get lost in it and have fun with it, it's a great time.
Some of it actually, the writers of the writers that that write everything, some of their ideas are really, really killer. Some of them, not so much.
Well, I was watching the whole thing between Jericho and what's his name, Mizkey, I think his name is.
Miz?
Really...
The Miz? I'm the Miz, and I'm awesome.
I know Jericho well. Miz, I'm not too familiar with. So I was like,
Miz is a now veteran.
Really?
Yeah, he's a veteran now. But he is, he's the Miz. He's cocky, how he was on there. But he was one of the runner-ups in Tough Enough.
Was he always playing the same kind of character?
Yes, he was one of the runner-ups in Tough Enough, the original season of Tough Enough.
He didn't
win. He didn't win. But
they gave him a break.
Oh, what's his name? I can't remember it. Dusty Rhodes actually saw, like, hey, you need to hire that guy, kind of thing. And Dusty Rhodes took him under his wing and and taught Miz a whole bunch of shit. I mean, Miz has just
My
went over.
wife,
He's been in
my
several
wife brought
movies
up
and
Dusty Rhodes too. It was funny.
yeah, the
And then one
Dream.
of they, no, it's just funny because one of the kids like was trying to act like they knew some stuff. They're like, yeah, Dusty Rhodes is dead, and I'm like, no, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Is he?
Dusty Rhodes. God
When
rest
did he
his
pass
soul.
away?
The America.
I thought he was still kicking for some reason.
America. Fuck no.
Like,
No,
I guess my son did notice.
He passed, and then Gold Dust, and of course
Gold.
uh,
Huh.
it's Cody, and Dustin, which Junior, is Gold Dust and Stardust. So like they had a whole bunch of go look at dude. I'll like I said I'll get with you after the.
Oh, this is ringing a bell now.
I'll get with you. I'll give you some information afterwards, and you can go check it out yourself on the network.
But
Okay.
dude, it's funny because I was looking at when Roddy Piper. He was one of my favorite ones when I was first getting into wrestling, and I'm like, damn, it made me feel old. 'Cause I'm like, he started his career in '69.
Dude, you're gonna have a freaking field day if you like all that old stuff and like seeing where those old guys are now. You remember Prince Albert?
Yep.
The guy with the 3 rings in his lower lip?
Yep.
And then he came back as Tensai, had Chinese writing on his head. And,
I remember that, yep.
And now he's one of the trainers at the Performance Center. He's the lead trainer at the Performance Center now in Florida.
That's what's up.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Did Mr. Perfect pass away too?
Yes. Kurt Hennig? Yes.
Yeah, Kurt Hennig, yeah. Damn.
Which is what's his name? Curtis Axel's father. Actually, Kurt Hennig, no, he's still. Man, there's so many people that's died recently that
I know I can't keep up with it. It's all jumbled up.
I'll have to
get
get back with you on that one. I don't.
Like the other member of the Hart Foundation, not Bret Hart. The other dude.
Owen, his brother. Yeah, his brother died. That was in an accident in like on live TV.
Jesus, a lot of these guys died from heart attacks and stuff. Like, damn, get off the juice.
Well, like there's a lot of stuff that we're once we actually start the. There's so much stuff that we're gonna get into. We're actually gonna talk about the olden days and what used to happen.
Dude, we should track down the old WWF cartoon. Remember that with the Sheik and all of them?
There's a new one coming out. It's Camp WWE.
No.
Yes, it's coming to the network starting in March.
I will watch the shit out of that. And
You
Ninja
ain't
Turtles.
lying, bro.
Right, Tiger Claw? I'm waiting for Tiger Claw to jump in and be like, yes, Ninja Turtles. I don't know why. I'll just put Ninja Turtles in the same boat as WWE. Like, yes, bring it back. I mean, Ninja Turtles still going strong, too. I mean, if you think about it, it's like these are things we've been following for decades, and it's still going. Like,
I wish
I like that.
I wish Ninja Turtles they would have kept up, like the cartoon. Like I wish they were.
They're still doing new stuff, dude.
Not new stuff, no.
Yeah, I think they have a series still running right now. After they did Ninja Turtles Fast Forward, whatever it was, or Flash, I forget the series. They did another series after that, and I think that one's still going. And it's the closest thing to like the original animated series.
Mm.
King Dean's getting into the wrestling talk. He's dead. Which one? The hell, they're all dead. And of course, now we prompted the Tiger Claw. Did you see the Ninja Turtles 2 Super Bowl spot? Yes, Krang. Krang was in the the brain. But in other news, we got an advisory that apparently like our local water supply is contaminated, so that's fun. I was wondering why I've been feeling lightheaded and extra sluggish. Like when they announce something like that, it's probably been going on for much longer.
What are they? This is another Flint crisis or something, or what?
I don't know. So if I die, it's
Christ.
been good knowing you guys.
I'm honestly like, if I had a bunch of money and stuff, I would definitely go, donate a bunch of, bottles of water and whatnot to Flint. But really, I am really tired of hearing about it. I mean, first of all, the mayor, the whatever he is of Michigan needs to get freaking arrested and put in jail. Whoever had any problems doing that or knew what was going on before they told the public and then people actually died, they should be in prison right now. Like, there's this shouldn't have even happened.
Yeah,
Literally.
how do things get to that point? Like we hear always like we go to school, they teach you about government and the system of checks and balances, so that there's always some oversight and that everybody's doing their job ultimately.
Hmm.
But we know in reality that doesn't happen. You know, someone's sleeping at the wheel, and then a person above the people above that person are jerking off, and then stuff happens.
Dude,
It's crazy.
it happens more. I mean, like, there's things going on that I just like. I've been watching a lot of shows, a lot of shows, right? And I've been watching a lot of like Illuminati myths and stuff like that lately.
Oh God.
So like I'm seeing like all this stuff that's going on in the government, and like I do my own research, and on Google's your friend. And like some of the timelines are matching up, and it's just like, man, I'm gonna form my own opinions on this shit. Like,
Well, here's a plug for someone that's part of the gang. They're on the Geeky Anthony Network, 365 Flicks podcast. They did like a 2 or 3 episode JFK conspiracy theory series. You'll like that because they had
oh
like a
man, I
bunch of
wish I was
people.
there.
Dude, yet tune in. It's really cool, and I think they'd be willing to do it again. They got some people that like had really compelling evidence, and they were citing sources and all kind of stuff. It's crazy, yeah. That my wife loves that kind of stuff. And
Really,
I enjoy
JFK?
it too.
You talking about JFK, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I think the driver shot him. Actually,
Well, yeah,
just saying. I'm just saying because like I've watched the video of him going around and then where he gets shot. If you look at it closely and go frame by frame, you can see the driver turn around with something in his hand and go boom, and then she tries to get out of the back because she sees the driver shoot the sumbitch. Just saying.
I can buy
Anyway,
it. I mean, it's easier to believe that than the magic bullet thing. Like,
well, like
you know.
seriously, like there's so many flaws with the guy that shot, the sniper was up in the air, but yeah, there's so many flaws in that logic, really. I mean, we could go on that forever. You know it.
Yeah, but I do like the whole aspect of getting into the ballistics and like talking about the Coriolis effect and trajectories and all this, and the whole how the magic bullet is the magic bullet feasible or not. Like that part interests me more than
Magic
actual
bullet?
murder.
What the fuck are you talking about? A magic bullet? Some old Johnny Quest in the woods shot a bullet in the air and it magically hit the president?
The
Okay.
bullet, a bullet that hits multiple targets and still maintains, terminal velocity or whatever you call it. I don't know. It's magical. And then when it finally hits its final mark, it makes a pot of flowers and a unicorn. In fact, the pot of flowers appears on the unicorn's head.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
magical.
Oh my goodness. So what have you been doing this week besides spending time with family and watching WWE?
Then we saw X-Files. So we're gonna have a segment where we're talking about what we've been playing, what we've been talking, because you gotta have that. Just trying to get some things in motion to get the income more steady, and make sure that we can expand with the geeky antic stuff, and do more fun stuff,
We
giveaways and whatnot.
we got something going on this week that we're proud of, I can say. Myself, Harry, you guys know Harry Man Rocks, and Kills Bob. We call him Bob. But we have gotten, of course, you guys know ATS came out, American Truck Simulator, and we've been playing it. And already, the day that it was released, this is great. The day that it was released, multiplayer's out. So,
Oh wow!
yes, I'm going to be giving 2 more copies away here in the next week. So you guys be looking for that on Twitter. It's not going to be anything special. I'm probably going to do maybe one I'm thinking about, I was going to talk to you in private, but I'm going to say it right now. I think we put a bundle of games together and give them away or something.
Whoa! Yeah, it's a good time to do that.
We can start it right now, and we'll give it away on St. Patrick's Day. What does that sound like? It's a month
Was
away, right?
that St. Patty's?
St. Patty's Day is March.
Isn't it like the first Monday or something, or a second? I forget how it lands. I think it's the second week of March. I think it's on
The 7th?
March 7th. Don't quote me on that. I have
Well,
a calendar. I should probably look at
anyway,
it.
if we do something like that, that'd be, I'm gonna put ATS in one of the, a pack like that, and just because we love you guys, we want you guys, and yeah, we do guys want you guys to play,
Oh,
but
March
having
17th.
something March 17th, so we got just over a month.
The Ides of March. My bad.
Can we get that up? Can we do something like that?
In 35 days, we got time to prep. Yeah.
So, guys, right now, I'm going to put it out there right now. March 17th is the day. That's St. Patty's Day. So, we can either maybe do a giveaway show or a St. Patty's Day horseplay or something like that, maybe a day early or something. Or we can just do the giveaway on the 18th, which is on Thursday during horseplay. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of those ideas. When we put it up, guys, let us know what you guys think. Whether you guys just want to, maybe we can do. I mean, are Wednesdays bad for you, Yogi? Most.
No, I can make it work.
Like if we do a Wednesday horseplay and we do a St. Patty's Day horseplay or something like that, do it at 11 o'clock if you want to. But do something like that, or you guys let us know. We'll do what you guys want to do. So,
We'll see what kind of response we get.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, guys, and you guys, let us know what day you guys wanted to do on St. Patty's Day or the next day, which is actually Thursday, Horseplay Live, and we'll 5 or 6 games or so, somewhere like that. Give a little pack away, maybe a couple packs away or something.
Yeah,
I got a
Dungeon of the Endless should be part of that.
Yeah, I bought it, and you're not fucking playing it with me.
I saw. We're gonna play it. We gotta schedule a time. For sure. I saw that. I got excited because I was about to gift it to you. Because they went on sale. We'll talk about it in a little bit. I don't want to jump ahead, but it went on sale, and I got a couple extra copies.
Right. Well, guys, look for that stuff. We do want to make sure that we let you guys know too. Of course. All the music that we do on here, most of it, it's brought to you by TechnoAx. You guys can go look them up, technoax.com. That's techno with a K. So you guys go check him out. He's got a lot of good, thousands of songs anyway. So tonight on the show, guys, we're gonna shoot for a slightly shorter show because there's I'm not feeling good. I'll just say right now. It's me. So sorry.
It's not you. It's me.
I'm just not feeling good. I haven't been felt good for a little while now, and my body just hurts. So we'll get as much as we can in today, and then of course this is going to be a 2-week episode because we want to get into the meat and potatoes, the solid stuff into this, what we want to talk about. So of course beta is beta that. Beta this, beta that, blah, 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 blah. We're going to talk about some video game sneak peeks, sampling, and upcoming. Coming up.
That's good.
Yeah.
You made it your own, Obi.
There's a sale, guys. Details coming. Online gaming, guild clans. How does the community and experience differ between platforms? You got a bunch of, I know, Xbox One, gaming clans for, first-person shooters, Destiny. You got all this, cool stuff. And, of course, PS4 has the same. And then, of course, PC. You got World of Warcraft is a huge one. A lot of these other stuff. All that and more, guys, in this episode of HorsePLAY Live. But, by the way, guys, if you guys are new to the show, welcome to our silly party.
Woo!
HorsePLAY Live. That was really stupid. HorsePLAY Live is where geeks come to play, and 9 times out of 10, Yogi gets in trouble.
Yes.
We are the flagship talk radio show for Geeky Antics and Network in collaboration with AllGames.com. I don't know why I said it like that. Geeky Antics Network Global in collaboration with AllGames.com. Our show covers all the aspects of geek culture with a special focus on Indian strategy games, technologies, ranch, issues geeks face and community events that we try to be a part of and put on ourselves. Did I mention we rant? We just If we're not ranting, and I say this a lot because I mean it. If we're not ranting, it's not really horseplay. Like one of us is probably dead.
Wow, that's pretty morbid.
Well, sometimes we even talk about tabletop and retro gaming and food. Why food? Just because. Yeah.
Food is good.
Of course. Why don't you tell them a little bit more about the show, Yog?
So, folks, we are live and uncut. Crazy things can and will happen. We may say something offensive. We may fart. We may burp. We may offend a demographic. We might, sometimes it's midgets. Sometimes it's flaming homosexuals.
You did say it. You said midget. What? It's little people, man.
But we do it out of fun. I mean, Obi makes fun of Latinos, and I'm Latino, so it's cool.
I do not.
Comedy is irreverent. Comedy, by definition, is tragedy with timing. If you look at the Shakespearean definition.
Amen, sir.
So if you don't have a stick up your ass, enjoy the show. And if you do, listen to one of our other shows, because this ain't the show for you. If you're sensitive, everything bothers you, you think everything is a personal attack, or you want to take up arms for silly things, hashtag Gamergate. Come on. Life's too short for all that drama. Keep an open mind. Have fun with us. Come along for the ride. With the name like HorsePLAY, come on. We set the expectations pretty right from the beginning. With a name like that, you gotta expect the shenanigans. The shenanigans are definitely bountiful. There's a myriad of shenanigans. There's a plethora of shenanigans.
Okay, that's enough, guys. If we say something that you don't like,
hold on, Obi.
What?
I'm gonna segue for you. Why don't you get into the Pacifics? Not the Atlantics, the Pacifics. Get into the Pacifics, bro.
If we say... You son of a bitch. If we say something you don't like, get over it, guys. It's a show. We're having fun. Guys, don't forget HorsePLAY Live is every Thursday at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Pacific. I said it right. On Twitch channels, Geeky Antics and YogiZilla. Guys, remember, HorsePLAY replay is also available Thursdays earlier at about 5 p.m. Eastern Time on allgames.com. Shit. Damn it. Oh, man. I don't have anything to rant about this week. I'm not feeling good.
No Obi on the podium moment?
No. Damn you, sickness. I hate you.
That's your Obi on the podium?
Sure.
Patty in the house. Andy said, OMG, you use words I don't like. Butt hurt.
Get over it, bro.
No.
And now, it's time for the obligatory news and rants.
Ding. So, real quick, we got to say hello to Jeannie Slays. If you haven't been keeping up, our former co-host, Janelle Janelle number 5, now has a new channel, Jeannie Slays, because she thinks it's a better brand. I disagree, but we still love her anyway.
No, I do agree with that. I do. And this is the reason why. I know.
What?
I know it's bad.
Potential lawsuit? Come
No,
on.
no. When you think of Janelle number 5, what's the first thing you think of?
The perfume.
Yes, Chanel number 5. She does not worry. She's not worried about getting sued. That's not it at all. It's the point that when somebody looks up and she just says it on the fly, Janelle number 5. So
Confusion.
it's confusion.
Brand
Yeah, exactly. That's why she changed it. So it's Jeannie Slays, and like she's got a whole new Twitch page. You guys go check that out if you guys need to. If you guys actually need it, I'll link it if you need it. But like it was a conflict. Like she just didn't want any mistakes. She wants to know that when somebody comes to her, they're typing in Jeannie's. It's gonna take some time to get used to, dude. I mean,
The thing is, I don't see her as a Jeannie Slays, and it's not because I don't like change. I thought about it, like Janelle number 5 fit her because she's kind of glamorous. big on the makeup and the cosplaying. She's got everything looks pretty on her stream and her overlays and her little Twitch panels. Like she's very like when it comes to like the aesthetics, like that's a big thing for her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she would look good. You know, me and you. Well, at least I won't speak for you, but me, I come and I'm like in my pajama looking like a hot shit. You know, hot polished shit. I'm like, you know, hey guys, Janelle number 5 would not fit for me because there's nothing glamorous about me. That's just who I am.
Well,
I'm
it's
okay with
just,
that.
hey, you know what? I said something to her about that, saying, you know, are you sure that's the right name for you? And she's like, yep. I said, all right, I'll push it. You know, if it catches on, it catches on. If it doesn't, she either changes or just tries to grow it. I mean,
Yeah.
that's it. I mean, it's.
But I tell you what, if you and I changed our names, we would lose like most of our audience.
We lose all of our audience because I'm you're too well known as YogiZilla. I'm too well known as Obi, and it's not Obi-Wan X2. It's Obi. Everywhere. I mean, it's just Obi. That's it. The X2 is something I put on just to make sure that you guys knew who the fuck you were going to.
Well, not just that, and I don't want to be chauvinist. I'm gonna do a little role reversal because usually Obi's making the inappropriate comments, but you know, on Twitch, a lot of the viewers, if you got boobs, they're following you to the ends of the earth.
Yeah, of course.
It's just
But
the
guy-
way it is.
Of course, you guys know we said this last week. The new, and I'm saying this because I'm just gonna say it because I feel like I should. The new TSD. No, it's not the Sunday Dose. There just happens to be another show that their initials are TSD. We still love the Sunday Dose no matter what, but guys, go check this out. The Social Dozen. It will be on week 4 with.
Yeah, I'll be on week 4. Yep.
No, not me. Yogi will be on week 4 with Chip Sill, aka Captain Chaos, and some others. I don't know. I'm still deciding if I'd like to, because they've asked if I'd like to be on a show, but I don't never know. And if it's something that they're going to talk about that I'm really passionate about, I'll definitely be there. But
Well, I mean, we're adding, even though it's a dozen, we're adding additional people, so we have backups and more people to rotate.
mhm.
So,
Well,
you
it's
know,
it's like I said, it's something that it's you know, I'm you know, if it's something that you know, I don't know how the show was done. I haven't talked to really anybody about it either.
every host brings, this is the format. 4 out of 13 hosts or 13 plus hosts get together each week, and everybody brings their own topics. It's kind of like Knuckleballer Radio, but we focus on things that are going on in our lives, you know, trending in our lives or trending on social media. And then we just open it up for discussion to get different perspectives from the other hosts. And no one knows what everyone else has. So it's
See,
you
but
know,
then I'm
it's a
then I'm
fresh
like
topic.
forced, like maybe once or twice, but then I'm forced to come up with something new every single time. And I am not a creative person. I don't know. I mean, you probably don't know.
Dude,
that
it
about
could be
me.
as simple as you the night before looking at what's hot on Twitter and then picking the thing that you're interested in and then just, you know, bringing that up for discussion.
Mm.
You know? It's very simple. It flows very well because it's just a conversational format, you know?
Yeah, true. Guys, they do want you to leave some voicemails or text about some interesting things on social media trends or just life. 201-762-4256. It's 201-762-4256. And, of course, the Geeky Antics hotline is at 646-801-2149. 646-801-2149. You guys remember Gems of War on Xbox? Xbox One is getting a major update, so be looking for that. I know I'm doing Yogi's talking right now, but I'm going to lose it soon, so he's going to have to talk the rest of the time. But you guys be looking for that. There's going to be including a new key breakdown, reduced chest cost, bulk openings. We'll see some strategies, troop traits, passives soon, of course. Speaking of the Gems of War, okay, I do want to give props still to Rarapuda. Rarapuda. I'm giving him props. And Fifi gave him props too. Like I'm
He
supposed to
will
say,
not
Fifi.
shut up
Fifi
about how
gave.
well he's doing.
Yeah,
on the game.
he's every time he talks to me on TeamSpeak, he's like, you know what? I'm past Obi and trophies. I'm like, I know, I seen. Now you got to catch Fifi. He goes, oh damn, 'cause she's got like 1,200 or something like that. I've gotten 50 something this week already, but she's just rocking it. And he's like, I don't know if I can catch her. Like,
Dude, if I wish that game was cross-platform with Xbox One and everything else, we'd be killing it. Because if we had all the people hustling it on the Xbox One side, and then we could play on a mobile or on Steam, oh my God, Microsoft dropped the ball on that, man.
they did, but it's all good. I mean, because when I play, I'm usually, like last week. Fifi actually streamed it. She did my account. Thank you. Went from rank 15 to rank 1 in 2 hours. I've been playing this damn near the whole week so far since it reset, and I'm only rank 5. I can't get to rank 1. I keep getting these freaking troops that are giant. Start out with 50 freaking health or some shit.
Oh God,
You
yeah.
know. And I'm like, what the hell, dude? I look at him and it says 6, and then when you get in there, it's not that troop. It's like it's buffed up.
Yep. That's how it is. Like you see the team and you're like, oh, that's so bad. Then like it starts and like, all the buffs go through. I wonder if that's gonna come to Xbox One. Because Xbox One, they made it a lot more like simplified.
Well, like on my account, I can see like I have the rank 3 in the premium and the VIP. So like I get to see their decks, like their troops and everything before I go in, and bonuses of course. And I'm still looking for a goddamn Goblin King. I really need
Goblin
a
King
Goblin
is
King.
nice, yeah. I think do I have the Goblin King? I'm not even sure.
Dude, I had a Goblin King on the Lead'em account, but when I put troll account on, I know I said troll account, but it's Troll Fighter. When I put this account on computer on Steam, it overrid it, so I don't have Lead'em anymore. I don't have I had like 6 legendaries on that account.
It warns you about that too, bro.
Oh no, I did it on
Damn.
purpose
Oh, okay.
because I only wanted one. So now I can
Yeah.
play the Troll Fighter on the iPad and my computer. So I'm playing the same because I was playing 2 accounts.
Yeah.
Like I had Lead'em at like level 40 or level 45 or whatever, and then Troll Fighter was at level 50. So it was like we were doing 2 accounts, and I was like, God damn, this is too much. I want to play one place. Yeah. Guys, remember, Doom release date is May 13th, 2016. If you guys are going to get that, I'm getting it too. So just let you guys know, somebody will be streaming it probably.
Are you?
Yes, I am getting that. Division open beta next week, February 19th through the 21st. The 19th is, of course, Friday. It's going to be Friday through Sunday. So if you guys, X-Boners, get one extra day starting February 18th. So if you guys are going to get you want to be in that, make sure you're in it. Make sure you're signed up for it. Make sure you're looking at your emails, because if you get it, you got 2 days to play, guys. If you're on Xbox, like you said, you get an extra day to play in. Total base game size is 32 gigs. Jesus Christ.
For the beta, that's actually kind of small, no?
For the beta? Well, yeah, I guess, because an actual game, like, it was like 64 or 63 gigs or something like that, or 62 gigs.
Yeah, given the scope of that game, and I don't care what anyone said, that game looks really good. It may not be bleeding edge, super HD, but it looks great in the amount of detail. I care more about the detail and the playability. It's all there. So I don't know if it's going to be 32 gigs for the full product, but it's saying it's going to be around that, at least for the beta. I don't know how that works out, so we'll see. Because I don't think it's going to release at 32 gigs. But we'll see. 32 gigs is a good size.
That's
I'm
a
not a
small
graphics
game,
whore.
dude.
It's probably going to be...
That is a small game.
It's probably going to be not super, like, HD. Like, the texture
Division is probably going to be closer to 60 gigs at release. I'm just want to If I'm way off, and I'm wrong, I'll own up to it. But I'm seeing it's like 58 to 60 gigs.
Or it's gonna be massive in scope, but they're gonna use low res textures and stuff like that, and a lot of compression to save space. That's possible too. Because you compress the stuff and then like
Because
loading up between zones.
Black Ops 3 was 57, 57. The Siege was 54.
I have Siege installed on my
How much
on my
is it?
computer.
Tell me.
Give me a second, I'll look it up.
Because if it's like 32 gigs, then, or somewhere around 30, 32 gigs, because that's a full game, right? You have the full game, so like... Dum. Halo 5 is getting a... While he's looking that up, guys. Halo 5 is getting a Griff Ball. What's that?
One of the modes that people were saying they missed. So now they're bringing it back for Halo 5. It was a big deal for people that are big on Halo. I guess for the rest of us, not so much.
Yeah. Guys, some other thing. Did you... and, of course, they're going to have the Assault and Fiesta modes. Rejoice. Yay. Guys, if you guys have signed up for the gigantic beta, I know Windows 10, we've already had the discussion. But if you are signed up for the gigantic beta, check your emails, guys, because the beta is now 24/7. I was playing it yesterday. It was actually pretty fun. There's no NDA, so you can stream it. You can do everything you want to do and actually play it. I mean, they're actually putting it out there now. So they do have a pre-approved list for streamers that they support for the beta. So just make sure that there's no NDA, but you won't get like gigantic support.
The Siege is only 15 gigs. I'm surprised by that.
Really? That's it?
Yeah, I'm surprised.
That's really... How much stuff they got in there? It's only 15 gigs? Okay, it might be 32.
Well, I don't have the HD textures installed because I run it on low res. It's actually better to run on low res because you get better visibility. All the like fancy textures and the bushes and stuff rendered actually puts you at a disadvantage. So maybe that's why.
Our resident troll says Division is 40 gigs.
Well, I said that's why it's an estimation. They were saying that it was going to be estimated.
I did start that out with resident troll too.
Yeah.
Just saying.
But yeah, it's cool to Halo 5. I'm kind of interested in getting to Halo 5 because it's been a while since I've really played a Halo game. And they're bringing it back to Griff Ball, Assault, and Fiesta modes. So that's cool. But I know we moved down to the gigantic thing. You said you're enjoying it, right?
I like it. I mean, it's not a game that I'm going to sit there and play every single day, all day. Getting on with some friends or something like that and, actually understanding and kind of knowing the game, I'm not going to get on there and be like, I'm the best. No.
We'll talk about it more when we get to the segment. I know we want to go through the news, but yeah. But we'll talk about it more because I want to talk about it. I want to get into it. But Homefront, the Revolution, closed beta just started today. And I don't know. I actually loved Homefront. I thought it was a really big underdog. I enjoyed the multiplayer. I think it was pretty ambitious. But, the whole THQ thing and the project changing hands, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to do anything. And I've been hearing a lot of bad things about it. So, there's so many games on the plate right now. I'm not even worried about all these other things. But folks, on non-gaming stuff, it's been a banner week for HorsePLAY Live and some of our other Geek Ants Network exclusives. Basically, we had like one of the highest weeks for verified subscribers, and it's a lot of weird stuff that happens. But the verified subscribers are people that actually take the extra steps to use confirmed email addresses or whatever, and proper listening methods so that it counts it. And we had thousands more downloads in a week. But HorsePLAY was just up there because usually our verified listeners isn't as high each week to week. It goes up and down depending what's going on. But it was in the 3 digits, which for us is a pretty big deal. And then on top of that, it sounds to download. Because there's a lot of people that download but don't subscribe. So I guess we haven't sold people that are like, man, those guys got potty mouths. I'll listen, but I'm not gonna subscribe and give them the satisfaction.
Right.
Deadpool is going on tonight, and a lot of people are excited about that. I figure that's worth mentioning. I love the Marvel stuff, but my whole thing with movies, I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not a big movie theater experienced guy in my old curmudgeon-y state. But yeah, definitely a lot of good stuff. It's gonna be a lot of good year. It's gonna be a good year for movies. So gotta say that. Rainbow Six Siege. There's a lot of stuff going on with Siege, and Game Informer had actually a really good interview talking about the things they're doing for netcode on Rainbow Six Siege, the clan support, because it's weird that a game that's focused entirely on multiplayer doesn't have clan support right off the bat. They also had some stats on the most popular operators, which I think were Ashe, Fuse, and Thermite for the offense, and on defense, Rook, Castle, and Caplan, whatever his name, Capkin.
Mm-hmm.
You got that puts the booby traps on the windows and the doorways, which is really fun. So good stuff. And probably the biggest news, as far as I'm concerned, in gaming, XCOM 2 is out. I need to get this game. I can't justify a $50 price right now.
I need to know though, BFT, how many more times have I died to Yogi via zombie attack?
He's naming all his people in XCOM, and he's playing original XCOM. He's naming them after people in Geeky Antics in the gang.
I've died like 6 frickin' times to Yogi via zombie. Nothing else. Yogi only, and it's a zombie.
Well, cause I die first, and then I turn into a zombie, and then I kill you.
What the fuck, scrub?
That's how it always goes down, man. I'm the fattest and the slowest, so I die first, and then I screw everybody else over.
What the? Yeah.
Oh man. Let's get to some quick deals for cheap bastards. Right now we're in the final hours, and I'm sorry we missed to report this last week, but it's the final hours for the Steam Lunar New Year sale. Is there anything we're looking at?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
I'm gonna probably get a couple more copies of Dungeon and Endless. They're like $4 a pop. I'm broke, but I can afford that. Instead of try to get back to the community some more, and then me and Obi could jam with you guys. It'll be fun. Excuse me. I do have Smite skins. Our friends over at High Res Studios hooked us up. I've been trying to get them to hook us up with some Xbox One things, but the whole Microsoft's pretty tight ass about that kind of stuff. I think their hands are tied behind their backs. So we'll see. But on the PC front, if you want some skins, we got the hookup. Let me know. Maybe we get some Smite game nights going, some gang nights going. Yeah. And then eventually we have copies of Dungeon of the Endless.
Jesus Christ.
Obi's playing, I'm playing.
Maybe not, depending on how many times Yogi wants to play.
Oh boy. Stop it.
I got on the other day and I was like, maybe he'll join. And I messaged everything that I could. I even texted this sumbitch and I was like, hey, I'm playing DOE or whatever the fuck it is. And
dude, I swear I didn't get the text message.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get anything. The only thing I got on TeamSpeak was a poke from Rar saying Rar Puda was here. By the way, I beat your trophies this week. I'm like, okay. You want a cookie?
Hey, dude, he's proud of that.
I know. He's so competitive. I'm like, Rar, you know me all these years.
You got to remember though, Yogi's kind of scrubbing it up. He only gets on like once a day, and it's only for a couple minutes.
No, I get on Gems of War. That's one game I do keep up with a lot. I get on the Steam and the mobile version, which I have linked. I get on there like at least 5 times a day. That's my mobile game. So if I'm taking, if I'm on the throne, or I'm like grabbing a snack, or or my wife is talking for too long, and I need something to keep my mind, keep me engaged, I played that. I love you, honey. Anyway,
You're gonna get
that's
in
it.
trouble.
That's it for deals with cheap bastards. I get in trouble every week, so okay, I'm used to it. Like I was laughing too, cause like on the slideshow, the picture that I gave you, and I like completely did not think about it. It has like a OK Cupid watermark on it, and she was like, "What's this about?" I'm like, "Hmm." Oh, yeah, I had that profile I made when we were trying to make friends in the air. She's like, "Oh, okay." So I was like, "Yeah,"
Hell
because
yeah, that's funny. I got him in. That's why you told me to replace it. I got it.
dude, I'm an SEO slut. I will go anywhere to generate traffic, and it works. So I wrote a few articles on OkCupid, and made some friends on there. It was cool, and like, yeah.
Why you going to this site? To make friends. What kind of friends?
Dude, I get it.
Uh,
If you know me, I'm a friendly guy. I like to talk. I don't know if anybody notices. I like to talk.
no
If we go
shit.
to a fast food place and I'm nice to the freaking girl at the cash register, she's like, "Oh, I think she liked you." I'm like, "Okay." And she was like, she's trying to trap me. I'm like, "Damn." But that's a trap. I'm not even gonna entertain
Next
that.
time
Like,
she tries to say that shit to you, and I hope she's listening to this. This is what I want you to say. That's good. I like me too. Because you can't get in trouble. You cannot get, and we'll let you go bitch about that, but you can't get in trouble saying
I mean,
that.
she can't get mad because like there's been a few times we go to a fast food place and for some reason like, and I'm not tooting my own horn, but I'll get like a few extra burgers and fries or something, like a little something extra thrown in there, and I'll look at the cash pick. I'm an honest person. And I'm like, this, and I'll get that look like it's okay, go. I'm like, oh, all right, you know. And of course, even though we're getting extra food, I mean, this is a blessing in itself because can't be afforded to be eating out all the time. And shit, we can barely do it once a week. She'll be like, she was really friendly. Like one of those open-ended comments. She was friendly. And I'm like, yep. Like, that's it. Let's
Now,
leave it alone.
for those guys that you want to test the waters, something to do not say to your wife when this happens, if she says a comment like that, is, yeah, she was. And act like you were concerned. Again, yep, I'm friendly too. Just do it, because, like, really, even if you're not friendly and you're like me and you're an asshole 24/7, and when me and my wife go in somewhere, like, I'll complain. Like, if my shit's not made the way I want it, I'm gonna complain, because fuck, goddamn it, I am paying for this shit. You're gonna make it the way I want it. Hey, it's fast food. Or wherever we're at.
Yeah.
I give the people at Subway a hard time, man. I don't even go. I don't even think I'm allowed to go there anymore.
Damn, I haven't gone to Subway in a hot minute. It's like I got it to a point where it's like if it's something I could kind of make at home, I don't want it. I'm not gonna pay for it anymore. So like, I mean, yeah, I can make pizza, but it ain't the same. Yeah, I don't know. This is the way. Like a sandwich to me is like Jimmy John's is great, but it's still a sandwich. you know. I'm a cheap ass. God, I'm a cheap ass. I know.
Well, like, I don't even go to sub places anymore. I go a lot. I go to QW's a lot. I can't say I go to QW's a lot.
I know. I get the pictures, the SMS messages, or the MMS rather. Damn,
Constantly.
You take that ultra HD shot, like super up close, like look at this. I'm like, you fuck.
Look, I'm trying to get the texture for you. Like, look at this texture, dude. It's just
Yeah. Meanwhile, we're like eating ramen and mac and cheese out of a box. I'm like, damn, motherfucker, stop it! I'm not trying to keep to the budget. I think this weekend we'll probably splurge a little bit and do like a little Burger King. I've been hiking for Burger King. We had this conversation recently, and I'm like, but we gotta definitely sit in and eat it because when we order out, they tend to rush it. I'd rather they take the sweet time, sit down and enjoy it, and then we can have time to check the order. Not doing drive-through for that again. Nope. No, Larvic Delta in the house. What up? We got some quick shout outs and love, folks. I want to shout out first and foremost Tangent Bound Network. We're gonna be doing some massive shows eventually, so stay tuned for that. Horrible Gamers, if you didn't hear, they're part of the All Games family. And the social does is not part of the All Games family officially, but we got the updates up on the All Games community group on Facebook. So it's a little secret group in there. It's cool. It's the Cool People's Club. UCL, Unified Combat League, still cooking up some stuff there, so stay tuned for that. And we got a lot of supporters that we love, for all our heroes. Just go over to geekyants.net/sponsors. You see the people that help us keep the lights on and grow and help others do the things that they love and believe in. I want to particularly shout out Martin Septic Services of Middle Georgia. I know I won't mention them, but Vince Martin has been such an awesome sponsor, awesome client. I can't say enough good stuff about him. He's such a down-to-earth dude. He's a funny guy. He's just a good old boy. Please make sure you check him out on Facebook, even if you're not even remotely interested in home improvement or anything of that kind of stuff. He shares memes. He shares some DIY tips. There's something for everyone there on the Facebook page. So look up Martin Septic Services and make sure you click on the one that says Georgia and slap that like. Slap that like. And, like a bunch of the stuff in there. And leave some comments.
Yeah, don't be a tit. He'll come suck your shit. Sorry.
There you go. But
that was a really bad one, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't even know what that was about. I'm just going to move on from that. Moving on. Slapping the tits.
Well, no, it's like, don't be a tit. He'll come suck your shit 'cause he's a septic guy. Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
And God, I could go over so many dark places.
Yeah, I could too.
Oh, God. We don't want to lose the sponsor, Obi. Jesus, this is my livelihood here.
Or
we keep the geeky edge stuff going.
Okay.
Obi's like, I got something worse. You ready for it? I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah. No, this one's actually a little bit better. It makes sense. Well, I'm not gonna say it because it may make sense in my head. So, yeah.
Don't say it. You're already You're already committed, man. Go for it.
Don't worry if you got a doo-doo. Martin Septic Services will play. I can't even say it. I gotta think straight for a second. I was like, play with your poo, but no, it's clean up your poo, or I don't know. I have to come up with something better next week.
It doesn't matter what you do. Martin Septic Services will clean your doo-doo.
Yeah, but what you do and then do, it doesn't. Yeah, not good.
Oh, screw you.
No
Best
thanks.
I got. Just came up with that on the spot.
You're not my type.
Larvic Delta, make sure you check him out on Twitch. He's interested in being part of the gang. We're working on a formal application process. I'm getting so inundated with apps. So like, if you messaged us or tweeted us or commented, just keep plugging in, keep showing up for our stuff. We do notice you. We may not always reply right away, but we're gonna make a formal app call. I want to make sure that we're devoting time to people that are social media minded and team oriented, because I'm too old to be having my time wasted. Let's just putting that out there. And there's been a lot of people that are like super gung ho. Then you like give them tips, you hook them up, you give them the plugs, and then they're like, well, what happened was, it's like, I don't got time for this. Stop it. But Larvic Delta says,
well, there I was, getting ready to plug your information in their Twitter, and my phone blew up.
Yeah.
Can you believe that shit? I told you.
Unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe it.
Damn.
So he said he just woke up and it's very early. I think he said he's in Norway, I believe. We really do have an international crowd. That's why the global is in the Geeky Antics Network Global. Plus, it makes a cool acronym, gang, the gang. I like it. But yeah, Larvik is Larvik and then Delta. If you don't know how to spell that, then sorry, I don't know.
Idiot.
What does Larvik mean? If you could give us
Larvik.
the here.
And
What's the inspiration for their name?
I don't know.
I'd like to know.
I'd like to know that too.
Yeah, we'll get some insight there. But Obi, you have any more shout outs and love? I know we're
Nope.
going long.
Do we?
We do, but you don't have to do them. We should
I'm-
probably move on to
I
the rest of
missed.
stuff.
I missed
We
my
got, like,
spot.
I just realized we got like 45 minutes. Well, I'll go through them real quick. You know, we usually at this point we usually go through all our podcasts and our podcast friends, but I know we got a lot to talk about. We're trying to shoot for a shorter show. I don't know if we still are, but again, if you just go to Geeky Internet for the sponsors, you can see a lot of people we love. Show them love. Click, share, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Do the social thing, please. There's a lot of people to name.
Right. Information for you. Larvik is a town and municipality, or I don't care, in Vestfold County, Norway. About 41,000 people. Covers right around 530 kilometers.
45,000 or 4,500?
41,000 pop.
Kind of small.
The city of Larvik was established 1838, Norway.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a town.
And it's actually where he grew up.
Yes,
he
yeah,
currently
he just said
lives.
that too. That's where he grew up. So
Check that out. Look
Yeah.
at that. The more you know. We need the little rainbow thrown up real quick.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Anyway,
For folks. You ready, Obi?
are you?
I'm ready.
Are you sure?
My bones are ready. I feel it in my bones. Let's go. Let's do it.
Which bone?
Both.
Ah,
I would have two bones.
cookie.
Obligatory WWP BP. So what the hell is that? What we've been playing. Also what we've been watching. Though that'd be WWP BW. Well, who cares? Who's paying attention? No one's gonna pay attention.
Oh,
So what have we been playing and what have you been watching?
nub.
Obi, what have you been watching?
What have I been watching? Been watching The Arrow, of course. I'm not gonna.
Let's start it back up, right?
Yep, I'm not gonna stop watching that.
I heard
I'm
there was
actually.
chopping.
I'm actually Yeah, it's. You need to see it.
shit.
You need to catch up.
I might catch it tonight.
There's actually
How deep is it so far?
4 episodes, 5 episodes. Somewhere in there.
Are you trolling me?
No, dude.
Oh, so it started up in January?
Yeah, bro.
Fuck.
Nub.
Okay.
All right, Lar. No. And also the I've been actually waiting. There's the suit started again, which is the lawyers and everything. But I'm actually waiting for like 3 or 4 episodes to stack up, because something happens to the kid. Like, he gets arrested for fraud and impersonating a lawyer and all that other shit. So I want to get like 3 or 4 shows so I don't have to say, God damn it, I gotta wait till next week. So
Yeah.
I'm waiting
the
for
same
that.
way. I like to binge watch.
Sleepy Hollow's started again.
What season is that on?
3 now. But Sleepy Hollow is getting really, really good. Of course, they're actually still fighting, and I'm not going to give you much spoilers.
I'm not
but,
caught up. That I watched through.
well,
like the
you've
end of
you've
season
seen
1,
you've
maybe.
seen the Pandora, right?
The last thing I saw was Homeboy's wife, Ichabod Crane's wife, and she was like the witch, and he saw her, like he went to like an alternate world or something,
Oh,
like
son of a
purgatory.
bitch. Well,
Yeah,
this is
that's
the
the first
only
I
thing
got.
that I'm gonna say. I won't spoil it for you because I know you actually like this show. But Pandora and Pandora's Box comes into play in season 2. Actually, I think it's season 2 or it's 2 or 3. But this season is Pandora and her box. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. So if you know
Okay.
anything about Pandora and her box, think about what happened, what would happen in the past. You can kind of put the story together. But it's really, really good.
I'm glad that show's caught on because it seems like an underdog.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So
Ichabod,
watch it so
like
we can talk about it.
Ichabod makes the whole show, dude. Like, seriously,
He's great. He's great.
and he plays everything perfectly. Like, he's like, well, I knew George Washington. Like, no, you didn't. Whatever. Well,
Now
he was one of my closest allies or my closest friends. Like, what?
His friend, the black cop, I don't like as much. Something about her doesn't sit right with me. But I like her sister. She's sassy.
Oh, you don't like Jenny? Or you like
I don't remember
Jenny?
their
You
names.
don't like Jenny? you like Jenny. Jenny's her sister, and
The one that's
it's
more rebellious.
yeah, which she actually, damn, I don't want to say, she actually starts helping do a bunch of stuff. So that's all I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Okay.
say.
So, all right. So I'm about to commit to it. I've been on an anime kick, so I have to go back to the
Oh, you don't
regular
like Abby?
TV. Abby, there you go.
Yeah, she's a damn. I can't. I'm not gonna just.
There's
You
something
just need to
about
watch
her.
it.
I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is.
She acts shady as shit. Yes, I know.
Yeah, like,
But now she's not just local enforcement. She's a much wider spectrum, I guess. Just go along with it.
and it's just funny because like she's such an integral part of the story because she had the ability to see, like, she's connected to the other world or whatever. But I don't know. But maybe they turn her character around. We'll see.
And guys, we're not talking about the 1999 movie Sleepy Hollow. We're talking about the show. Tom Meissen, Nicole Benery, Orlando Jones, Lindy Greenwood, which is Jenny Mills. But yeah, Tom Meissen or whatever, he does a really good job with Ichabod. So, another show that I've been watching is, of course, I always like it just because it fascinates me. But Axemen, which is on A&E, and it's about like Ryguard logging. We got Papik logging. Then you got the Swamp Man, and then just people getting these truckloads of wood or going down to Louisiana and getting the sunken cypress and get it out of the water and cut it open, and then because it's been under the water so long, it's got this special grain or this special color to it, or it just fascinates me. But couple
That's
little
pretty
shows,
cool.
but it's not for everybody. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, my family's gotten into like they like a lot of that kind of reality type stuff. They'll watch American Pickers and Ink Master and all that stuff, and I somehow sit down with them. But there's just so much stuff out there. It's crazy.
Yeah, you gotta actually pick what you want to watch.
Yeah.
I watch NCIS, and me and Fifi watch that together, and then I watch NCIS LA with LL Cool J and yeah, LL Cool J.
I mean, I dig LL Cool J, but there's no Abby, so pass.
They are coming out with the next season with NCIS, which is right now. But they're actually going to be tying in NCIS New Orleans with this season too. So, like, if you're going to watch NCIS with Gibbs and Abby, you have to watch the one directly afterwards, which is NCIS New Orleans, because
really?
they're tying like several episodes into each other this season. So, yeah,
Oh, boy.
yeah, it's really it's
Oh,
there's there's quite a few shows like Arrow and you see the Flash helping the Arrow all the time on the Arrow.
Yeah.
You don't not necessarily see but the Flash is supposed to be the Arrow is going to be making appearances on the Flash.
Yep.
Here this season.
I like the
it's
crossovers.
dude,
The crossovers
it's
are good.
the crossovers are getting really really good. It's great. So
DC's starting to catch up with Marvel. Starting to.
There's one too. It's not Criminal Minds. It's one of the like forensic shows. Was doing it with NCS LA. They were actually doing the a crossover. And what show was it? I forgot.
Criminal Minds, maybe?
No.
CSI?
I don't remember. No, it's something we had to record a show that we don't even watch anymore. I don't remember. What about you, man? What are you watching lately?
Oh, Legends of Tomorrow is out. I forgot all about that. That's the one with the different characters from the DC universe.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm curious about it because they brought back Sarah,
Skylar or
the Canary, or whatever her name is. So, okay, we'll have to. Damn. Okay, there's a lot of stuff to catch up on. I had it on my radar and I forgot it was gonna start this soon.
Are you talking about Arrow?
Legends of Tomorrow. It's set in the same universe as The Flash and Arrow. It's a new show. It's a spin-off show.
Oh my goodness.
It's got Palmer, whatever his name is, the douchey rich guy that tries to steal Felicity Smoke.
He died.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Didn't.
Yes, he did.
Oh, and Arrow, we had the Constantine crossover. Yeah, I hope they bring Constantine back. That show had potential. But yeah, we're not gonna get into deep into that.
Ray Palmer.
Ray Palmer came back.
You
It turned out that he didn't die in the explosion. He was shrunk. He shrunk in the explosion. It caused like an atomic reaction, and he was made into a little tiny man. And
yeah. Remember, I'm caught up.
Oh, you stop it! Don't stop it! I'm not caught up. Well, I don't know. See, and I have no idea where Legends of Tomorrow takes place because it seems like it's. It seems like it's in a different timeline. I don't know. We're not gonna get to it because it's gonna get all timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly.
I am caught up.
As far as anime goes, yes, VFT's saying you need to catch up. As far as anime goes, I will recommend World Trigger. I'm caught up with that. I'm really loving that series. It's got like the Naruto flavor to me. Fairy Tail, Soul Eater is like up there with those kind of shows. Parasyte finished that. That was very satisfying. I'm glad I finally finished that and realized why people were so big on that. A lot of feels in Parasyte. I gotta admit, I felt like a bitch at the end of that. Like damn, the feels are real. Prison School. If you want some good, dirty fun, that this show is over the top and the humor is just crazy. It is ecchi. It's not hentai. It's ecchi for sure. Or maybe you can say more. It's like a harem. But it's crazy. Gate season 2, I finished that, and the whole premise of Gate is that people from another world invade Japan through a portal, and then Japan invades them back, and those people are like, they got magical sticks that shoot fire. No, they're called guns, and they're not magic. And it's pretty fun. A few people recommended from our community. They recommended Ozma and God Eater. I started them. Someone else recommended Rage of Bahamut Genesis, which is based on the game that I used to be really into until I realized it was sucking my soul away and just did not respect my time at all, much like Destiny. But that's looking pretty cool. And for something that's not even 4 years old, Rage of Bahamut has a very classic feel to it. So those are my anime picks right now. What happened in the chat?
You know that I'm still on Arrow, dude. You know that Palmer, it's not Palmer anymore, right?
Will you stop it? I'm not caught up.
I just want to say this one thing. His name is Adam.
Yeah, it's Adam. Yeah, that's he's basically the poor man's Iron Man. Just saying.
No, he can shrink the size of an atom. ATOM.
I know. I'm the dick. I'm a Marvel guy, not a DC guy. Get it, Obi? Come on.
Oh, get over yourself.
You ruined the moment. Anyway.
I don't care.
Anyway, in non-anime stuff,
Supergirl.
Supergirl's actually pretty good. I haven't watched. I'm not caught up with it. But that's a pretty fun show. I kind of like the girl that they have casted for her.
I haven't even watched it, dude.
What is rumors that they might bring back what's his face from Smallville? I can't remember his name as Superman proper. So, because they keep referencing Superman and dancing around it, but they never actually show him. So,
are they gonna continue with Daredevil?
Daredevil's coming back. That's confirmed. That it's in production right now, if I'm not mistaken. I think they finished shooting even. They're coming out with the Defenders show.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is going to be coming out here at the end of the summer too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, BFT confirmed Flash is going to be on Supergirl for an episode. It's cool seeing that because Supergirl's on CBS, And the other DC shows are on CW, so it's cool that they worked that out.
Dude, iZombie's coming back too. Yay!
Yeah, Daredevil comes out. Season 2 comes out in March. Oh, I can't wait for iZombie to come back. Oh,
Dude,
God,
I love
iZombie.
that show, man.
I told you that show is so
I'm gonna have
good.
to watch the first season again when it comes out.
It's like, you know, it's funny too. The main girl, she doesn't look cute, really, for me, unless
But
she's
she's
in the
like-
zombie get up.
I know, right?
She looks hot as a zombie, but when like she's just a regular person, it's like, meh. It's so funny.
You're gonna get in trouble for that one.
I didn't lose my eyesight. Jeez. But Supergirl, you know, it's an underdog show. Another underdog show that has been getting a lot of flack is Jessica Jones. People are saying it isn't as good as Daredevil, but I like it a lot. It starts off kind of bad, but it's pretty true to the comic, and it's a good experience. It's more of a thriller. It's more of a psychological experience, and it's good. It's more on the drama side, less on the action side. And what's her face? I can't remember her name now. The girl is the girl that she had her own show and didn't last long, and she was also on Breaking Bad as Rachel, I think. She was Jesse's girlfriend. God, I can't remember her name. That'll come to me later. But yeah, Jessica Jones, good show, and they're coming back with that, which is weird. I don't know what they could do, because I think they finished all the material from the comics, so, or the graphic novel, shall I say. So I'd be curious to see where they take it. X-Files, been enjoying that. I don't know what they're gonna do in just they have 2 more episodes. They're airing on Mondays. And that's it. I think they're really trying to see how well it does before they like bring it back. So we'll see. Maybe this is just a little fan service and then it's gonna be gone for good. Who knows?
We'll see.
You know, for some reason I never got around to watching Workaholics. I know I'm really late to the party.
Wow.
But it's a pretty good show.
Scrub.
Dane Cook still has it. You know, and they got a good ensemble cast. But let's talk about video games. Talk about the video games. So we were talking about Gigantic. When we get to that in a second, I want to mention Hand of Fate, because that was that's actually the free game on Games with Gold right now, and it's really good. Really dig that. It's got like this interesting kind of deck building mechanics, like in the truest sense of the word. And like you build a board, and the random cards kind of create a narrative, and it's an adventure game, but it's a card game, and it's a CCG. It's really neat. It's really neat, because then what's even crazier is when you engage in combat, you actually are fighting. You're moving your character around, dodging, countering, rolling, stunning, all kind of stuff, and you can get gear drops in the form of cards and equip them. It's pretty neat, man. Like it's a cool game. Of course, I've been playing a lot of Elder Scrolls Online. No surprise there. Played a little bit of Z Heroes, which was last month's Games with Gold free game. But it's all about Gigantic. So, Obi, what were you saying about Gigantic? So you're enjoying it, but not really something that like.
Gigantic to me. I was looking at it and playing some with a couple of friends, and it's one of those games that I can get on. It's kind of like League of Legends. I can still get on it and play a few games, but if we're not really having a good time, or if I'm not having really a good time with what's going on, like if 5 of us got in there and we were all playing and just bullshitting, yeah, that's part of we were just bullshitting. But like for me to get on there and say, well, this is a game I'm going to start streaming, and no, I'm good.
So should I bother setting up a Windows 10 partition so we can play together?
Probably not.
Okay, good. So don't have to do it. No other compelling reason to get a partition set up.
It's one of those things where I just feel like I want to play something different today and just play Gigantic. But like I got so many games that I haven't even touched yet, and then older games that I want to play, but I don't have time to set them up, or like the Hunter. I have all that shit. I have a whole bunch of stuff unlocked, and I can set up a whole bunch of different hunts, but like I don't have time.
Yeah, it's tough. It's not just a hobby for us. This is a lifestyle for us, and we have like part of it. We have like an obligation to the community to kind of keep up with stuff, but then at the same time, we want to stay, with we have our core group of friends and listeners and viewers, and
Right, and I'm not gonna
like,
sit there and get a game and be like, "All right, guys, guess what? You got to buy another game if you want to play with me." No,
yeah. Well,
fuck all
Gigantic's gonna
that,
be
dude.
free to play. They're doing the microtransaction thing, just like Smite. It's
Yeah,
pretty.
but it's just one of those things where we just had to get into it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'd rather get more into Heroes of the Storm and Smite than Gigantic right now on the PC side. But I will say this.
Me and Swarm have been playing Heroes of the Storm.
Yeah, we gotta. I
You
gotta
never
jump
get
with
on
you.
anymore, so
Stop it! It makes me sad.
I hope I do.
But Gigantic, I was really excited about it, and the way some of the things happen. Like, I love the company. We know people that work there, and it's a great company. It's a great story to see a lesser known company rising through the ranks and doing some big moves, making this deal with Microsoft, getting the cross platform thing going. And it's a very ambitious project. It looks beautiful. It's a really cool art style. But then it's like I see Smite. I know it's not really apples to apples when we're comparing the two. But then I compare it to Battleborn, which are strikingly similar games,
Mm-hmm.
and just Gearbox really has a lot more polish on that game right now than Gigantic does. Gigantic, great concepts, great mechanics, and it does enough to keep it fresh. But it's kind of clunky, and it feels kind of cumbersome at times to me. Kind of almost, it feels like it should be faster paced than what it is. I don't know. That said, there were times when the action does pick up and you get into a groove. I got I think my peak maybe was 5 kills in a row, and I felt good about it because that's kind of hard to do in that game. So that was cool, and coming in like with the clutch, helping out your guardian when it's getting attacked by the enemy team, or if you're a support and healing people just in time. I felt like support roles were kind of underpowered and a little rough to use. So we'll see how it shapes out. I mean, right now in the closed beta, you got 6 characters you could use. And it feels like a lot of time when you get into those games, everybody pretty much locks in the same few all the time.
Well, I'm not saying it's not fun.
It is fun.
Gigantic is very fun. It's just not a game that I'm gonna sit there and be like, "Well, guys, I got my new game. I'm only playing, this, and just only this."
It's fun.
As long as I have friends.
So would it be fair to say that it's fun, but it's not compelling enough to take something else out of rotation?
Not at the time, no.
Okay. That's kind of where I'm at with it.
But you got to think about it like this kind of, because it's kind of it's an action MOBA / first person or third person shooter type of game where you have crosshairs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where you got to shoot or where you got to attack or whatever. It's just
Some of the stuff does remind me a lot about Heroes of the Storm too.
if I was into that and maybe I might start play a little bit of it and get my because it's controller compatible because it's cross platform and so I can use my controller and maybe I can get into it maybe a little bit that way, but it's just something that I got 10 games right now in rotation, and to take 9 games to take one of those off of rotation, it's got to be something like I took CS:GO off the rotation for the new games that I've gotten, and I still play CS:GO on my own time, but like a lot of the games that I was playing, like I took them off rotation. Of course, I'm playing Farm, playing Rocket League still. American Truck Simulator is what we're booming up now.
IB Loud is playing Gigantic, by the way.
Good for her.
Oh, I just completely derailed John. I'm sorry.
Yeah. What other games we got, man?
I think we should probably move on to next segment so we could. If people want to join us, we brought some people in.
No, they jumped in on their own.
Oh, did they?
Oh yeah, they did. They're abusing their TeamSpeak powers.
Oh no!
Mm-hmm. Now they gotta frickin' talk.
We got less than a half hour right now, so we're gonna get into our feature discussion and kind of set up set the stage for the upcoming discussion,
Mm-hmm.
which we're gonna talk about. It was hard to hone in on a specific aspect when we want to talk about, but we kind of want to talk about the culture of online gaming, and with special focus on MMOs, and just kind of how 'cause this is where our heads have been here collectively. Like we've been looking at where the industry is heading, the gaming industry is heading, and how we've seen so much innovation in terms of hardware, and graphics. But like, if you look at the core experience, not much has changed, and it's like this. I still go into games, multiplayer games, MMOs, and I'm like, this is the same game I played over a decade ago. Like, what's going on here, And with the social stuff, I feel like they could do so much more with that, and a lot of times, for as much as we talk about the PC master race and console peasants. Is the experience for MMOs and online gaming as a whole, is it really that different? I'd say right off the bat, no. Because you still have the toxicity and the trolling. It's just manifests in different ways. There's a lot of stuff we want to talk about. We're not going to get to it by any means tonight. I wanted to share some of the community feedback, but some of the topics we'll talk about is some of the recruiting strategies you could explore if you're trying to build your gaming clan or guild.
Mm-hmm.
How to keep the peace, and make sure you have a good chemistry, because that's a big part of reducing toxicity. And one of the biggest issues you have to really think about is your team going to be skill focused or personality focused. It makes a huge difference.
Oh, it does.
And my thing on that is it's easy to find people that have skill, or you could develop skill, but an asshole's an asshole, and someone that's disruptive, no matter how good they are, it may not be worth it. It depends how competitive you are. And then we actually asked this question over at this is a lot of stuff we gotta talk about, because I was kind of trying to get at the heart of it. Like, is it the gamers that shape a games community, or is it the developers? Most people say it's the gamers, but I feel like the design, bad social, for example, like toxicity, shitty guild support, shitty tournament and esports support. That's the thing. Those are things that happen by design. The culture that's cultivated, the community that's grown, is a very huge reflection of how a game is designed, right? So we kind of raised this question in the all games community, and this is what we got. Kitsune from Ken Fox said, I think Final Fantasy 14 does a good job with it. Also, it's not exactly about the game, but about the players, right? Tim H said, more social interaction means more opportunity for people to be horrible to each other. So he had no faith in the online community. So it leads us to a really big question with this line of thought here, this mishmash of ideas. Who really shapes the community, the gamers or the developers? Because I really think bad social is a design flaw. Look at League of Legends. Up until very recently, League of Legends was a solo queue experience primarily. Yeah, everybody had friends that played it, but a lot of the times you maybe play with one other person and dual queued, or maybe if you're lucky you'll have a friend that'll actually want to do ARAM or customs for funsies. But it really was a very solo queue experience, and the way the stats and the feedback system, all the feedback system as a whole, the scoreboard, the stats, the pop-ups, everything leads you to be focused on your individual performance, rather than looking at how you help your team, or how you assist, or how you support each other, and how the team performs as a unit.
Mm-hmm.
So those kind of things lead to toxicity. It's not about, well, let's do well team. It's like, make me look good, feed me kills, feed me gold. And League of Legends is not the only thing that's guilty of it, but it's one of the worst. Most people will say it's the most toxic community out there. Do you agree,
Dota 2 is worse, but nobody really and hears about Dota 2 stuff. Just saying.
I don't know. I never had that.
It's just as bad or worse, dude. Because it's, with the complexity of how Dota 2's buying system is. And yes, you can say it's not, but it is. It's very complex.
It is.
You have to know that you have a runner to go get your shit. You don't have to go back. Yep. You know, there's things that, you know, and then when you don't know things like that, motherfuckers get angry. Like, really? You don't know what to... Why are you going back every time? Like...
Dude, you get the team's courier killed.
Yeah.
That's always the best. Man, I mean... there's definitely more opportunities for Dota 2 to be more toxic because it's a lot more complex and it's not very intuitive. And there is the elitism of people that have been playing Dota since it was a Warcraft 3 mod.
Right.
Or StarCraft mod, really. You really want to go that far back, technically. So, I mean, but I haven't encountered it as much. But League of Legends is like, I'm scared to go on there anytime and play by myself because I'm scared the moment I go in there, it's going to be like, oh, fuck yourself. Oh, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it happens because it happens pretty much every time. Now, when I play with friends, I enjoy it. But, like, I'll sooner play Dota 2 by myself than World League of Legends because it's just that much AIDS there. It's just, ugh. I don't have time for the little kids, internet tough guys. Stop it.
Uh-huh.
You know, and I think a big thing about it is, and like I said, we have a lot to talk about, but I wonder, there needs to be some way to get a good balance between respecting privacy and having transparency, because transparency is a big component of accountability.
Uh-huh.
That is, if there was real repercussions for being a total piece of shit and getting banned, you know, would people behave differently? Because a lot of people, what they do, they treat the internet as a place to be someone they're not in real life because they're pussies in real life. So, you know, they act all tough.
AKA, what I call them is their PC Rambos.
Right. You know, and there's a lot of that, you know, but if these people... If you knew these people in person, like if they were your work buddy or whatever, they would behave differently. You know, if people
they're like they're timid. They're timid they're timid in real life, but they're a douchebag online. Like they're a big bad motherfucker online. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and like I wonder if having something like real IDs, or I don't know. Like I've played around with like design spec for a system that doesn't necessarily use cookies, but some way to identify a network node as a source of troublesome people.
Mm-hmm. I got a kid one day, dude, and this will be quick. I know we only got a few minutes left, but I got a kid one day online. He was being a total dick and just blah, 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 blah. Well, I found out information. I called his dad or his parents and told him what was going on, and he's like, well, do you want to come yell at him? I was like, no, I'm not like that. He needs to chill. Like, somebody that's not like me and just wants to find him and beat the living hell out of him is going to, he's going to do that. And he goes, well, why don't you do this? We're going to the store, meet us here, and be like, yeah, you didn't think I could find you, now did you? And then call out his name, and we'll be right there, and it's totally fine. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, he needs to be taught a lesson. Come get him. We're at Meyer. I'm like, I'll be there in a second.
And those are real parents. They're tired of his shit too, and they're like, you know what?
Now some 30-plus-year-old man's going to come up and be like, oh, you're some big motherfucker online, huh? Yeah, I found you now. Yeah, and, like, this kid was so scared. Like, I didn't even see the kid no more. Like, I seen him one time, and he's like, yeah, I really want to apologize for how I acted. And, I scared the shit out of him. And his dad was sitting right there, laughing. And then when I walked away, he's like, that's why you shouldn't be an asshole online. Guess what? You're grounded.
Oh, dude, what you just said, it reminds me of the same format they used in that show where, like, the kids meet random strangers online and their parents hide during the encounter.
Mm-hmm.
and be like, "What are you thinking? This guy could be a killer." Blah 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 blah. Like that was a whole video
Yeah,
series on YouTube or something.
there was one YouTuber. He's an actual.
A YouTuber.
I can't remember his name, but he actually did it to where he actually rolled up to kids in the front yard with like a bumblebee car, Transformers Bumblebee with a Mustang, and he's like, "Hey, you guys want to go for a ride?" And like they're all like, "Yeah, yeah," and and then they got in the car and he drove off, and their parents were inside watching. They were playing in the front yard or whatever. And it's just like and trying to teach kids like, hey, dude, this is not cool. You don't just jump in with a perfect stranger. I could take you and never take you back to your mommy ever again. And then the mom comes out and like, why did you get in that car? Why did you get in that car?
Yeah, it's crazy because like as big as these kids talk online, the maturity levels have gone drastically down year after year because they're so naive and oblivious to how the world really works. Like, man, like the things they fall for. Like,
And we're not going to get back into this. We're not going to sit there and dog parents or anymore. That was on the Sunday dose. But it's something like it comes down to the kids, as you say, their mentalities are getting shorter, but they're also getting younger. And not saying that young kids shouldn't play video games, because my 4-year-old plays video games out the ass. But I know exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, it needs to be within a controlled
Every time he gets a game, whether his mom gets it, I get the email saying, thank you for your purchase of Monkey Dogs or whatever. So I know exactly what he's playing and we've already set it up to where he can't play on against real people. If he has one of those games, like, we won't get him Minecraft. He wants Minecraft so goddamn bad. He can't stand it. We won't get it for him on tablet.
Yeah, all the kids love Minecraft.
God.
It's just funny because like my son, he's so desperate to be like more self-sufficient and get the things that he wants, right? And I warned him and said, be careful who you trust. So like he makes friends, quote unquote, and like he set up a PayPal without my permission, and he got money for work for whatever he was doing, which I think was sketchy shit. I'm not gonna get into that. And then he paid a quote unquote friend to do something, and the kid just went off with the money and just left. That's it. All she wrote. And he could do anything about it. But that's the way kids are. They think they know better than everybody else, and then they find out the hard way.
Man, your son's a sucker. I wish I'd have met him.
Don't get me started, because I've given him the warnings. I've told him how the world really works. I'm like, listen, you don't have any friends. You have like
Yogi,
one or two friends.
We'll set up a scheme, dude. Like, I'll take his money and I'll give it back to you so you have extra money.
I know, right?
I got you, bro.
Oh, I know. Dude, for real.
I mean, if I need to, I can talk like a little kid. I mean,
no, he's already talking about getting us getting him a car. I'm like, yeah, dream on. That's not happening. Get a job, son. A real job.
Get your ass a job.
Better work your ass off during the summertime.
He's like, oh, I want a Mazda or a Subaru. I'm like, motherfucker, why you... Listen, it's a rite of passage to get a shitty beat-up car with money you make from sucking dick and bleeding out. That's everybody's first experience. No, you're not going to get a free ride. No silver spoon in this house. So get out of here. Not going to freaking get a luxury car. Get out of here. Little sports cars type thing. No. Everybody's first car should be a hoopty. Takes you from point A to point B, and you're lucky if it makes it. That's how you learn.
Mm-hmm.
That way you appreciate what you have.
For real.
But by the way, I know we did have these rants already on the Sunday Dose, but it fits into this because a big difference between one thing I would say is different between the online game experience on PC and like Xbox One, just for example, but just a console gaming as a whole, I guess you could say, is that you do find more underage gamers on consoles because it's more accessible. And you find a lot more immature people on console too. And it's just so weird, dude. Like, it boggles my mind that there's people on console that don't use headsets and don't use social media. They don't even have a computer. The only way they can get online is through their phone. They don't even have a computer. Like, who doesn't have a computer in this day and age? You don't have $200, $300 to have something to access the internet? Like, really? We're just everybody's using phones now? Like,
Oh, that's too expensive now.
yeah, dude, it boggles my mind. But then, meanwhile, they're buying like 2 or 3 brand new release games every month. That's probably where the money's going. Just saying. You need to buy every game that comes out. Redbox that shit.
For sure.
The BFT says that his parents got him a car when he didn't want a car. He got 94 Buick Century. They paid for the car. I paid for everything else. So that's cool. It teaches you responsibility. So, I know. I'm a hard ass about that stuff. It's like, there's no free rides. Listen. You got to learn the value of a dollar. You know? Now, if you're already helping to pay bills, you're taking on responsibility, then I'll help you out. But with my Comcast situation, that bill gets ran up, and it's mainly the kids doing it. They got the little money, they make some little side hustles, mowing the lawn and everything, and they just see that as free money. Yeah, I'm like, all right.
Better pay some bills, motherfuckers.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, well, let's see what happens when you get that free money. You need to pay some rent, and no one's there to help you. Let me know where you can live for free. I want to move there. I can have play money, motherfucker. Shit.
For sure.
Like, I love my family, but that's the thing about this day and age, man. Everybody wants a free lunch, and I know that don't work that way. Don't work that way. So, Obi, you looking forward to we can really dig deep into this discussion of online gaming and MMOs, and particularly how we can improve it as gamers and even as game developers. I think there's a lot of good discussion. I don't know if you got to look ahead. There's a lot of talking points.
Oh, there is. I'm looking at it. Looking at it all.
Like, one of my favorite ones here is having veteran players, because that's a big one. A lot of times people want, let's get that player. He's really good. But the veteran players are usually the worst to recruit because they tend to have inflated egos, and they're
already set in their ways.
Yep, they're already set in their way, and they feel like because they're better than everyone else in skill-wise that they don't need to listen to what anyone else says. Yep, nope.
What I'm doing right now is I'm not quitting my druid. But what I'm doing right now is I'm kind of taking a break from my druid and actually playing a mage, but in a different guild. And this is a guild that wants to learn how to raid. Yeah, they are doing some raiding now, where they're just starting to go into heroic. They're still doing normal runs and stuff like that, and they need somebody to actually help. Go in there and help. And I'm going to try it. It's like tomorrow night. I mean, it's like raid starts at 11 p.m. And then Saturday night at 11 p.m. So I'm going to try it this week and try it out, because this is my gaming night. So we're going to try it out this week and see how it goes. And it's just actually teaching people how to do this raid, which we'll see how long I can stand it.
That's cool. I enjoy working more with people that can empty their cup and start from scratch and work together. Because
I would rather recruit those people. Like, I don't want anybody that's been here playing the game for 10 years. I want somebody that just started playing. Just saying. Because you can mold those people.
Yep, exactly. And they're more willing to work with others. Yeah, I'm with you completely there. But I know we got to wrap it up. BFT has a last-minute thing he wants to share. VideoGamesMonthly.com. I've heard of it. I haven't checked it out myself. Something about a retro game box. Is it like a loot box type thing? See what it is real quick. Have you heard of this, Obi?
No, I'm looking at it right now. VideoGamesMonthly.com. 3 and up games monthly, $29.99. 4 games monthly, $34.
Oh.
Power pack is 10 games a month, $75.
It's GameFly, basically.
Basically, yeah.
but for retro games. So they say anything from the 80s through the 2000s, or early 2000s. Interesting. So it ships on the 10th. You get your box, game on, wait for next month. Pretty cool. Probably not something I would take advantage of very much. For me, like, I can't do the rental stuff because I just, like, my schedule doesn't work out that way. Like, if I could actually plow through them, it'd make the money worth, but I wouldn't get the money's, like, they just sit there.
Right, and those games include Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Nintendo 64, Game Boy, Game Boy Advanced, Game Boy Color, and Sega Genesis Gear.
Yeah, they got a wide spectrum of stuff over there.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Guys are looking for PlayStations and stuff like that. This is not where to go. And Game Gear, yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty darn sweet. But Obey,
what?
Take us home.
You're
Take
scaring
me back to the Paradise City.
Anyway,
the girls are pretty.
Guys, if you guys
take me home.
If you guys want to join us next week, you guys feel free to jump on in. We're gonna get in and dig down into this topic really hardcore next week. So if you guys want to be a part of it, please do so. If you guys have any thoughts that you kind of want to put into the mix from this week, you guys can send us an email. mail@geekyantics.net, or you can leave us a voicemail. You don't have to leave a voicemail. You can text as well, 646-801-2149. That's 646-801-2149. Like I said, leave us a voicemail or text. We'll read or listen to your voicemail next show. But guys, HorsePLAY Live is everywhere. Listen to or download awesome podcasts, including allgames.com, Player FM, Stitcher, and TuneIn Radio. Please take a few minutes out to favorite, thumbs up, subscribe, and even share. Even better, we'd love some reviews and comments, guys. It's quick, it's easy. It really helps us out. Huge thanks to all those that are pimping out promoting our content. It really helps. Every little bit helps when we're really realizing our dreams. Yogi wrote that. I don't know. You guys like eye candy? We have that as well. We have YouTube and Twitch, youtube.com/geekyantics, twitch.tv/geekyantics. Here on Geeky Antics Network, in collaboration with All Games Radio Network, we have tons of shows that we're going to cover with a wide spectrum of topics. We can't possibly plug them all. So if you guys want to check that out, geekyantics.net/schedule. You can also see our flagship show at our Twitch profile and our aggregate feed over at geekyantics.net/podcasts. Don't forget, guys, of course, the intro, outro musics are brought to you by Technoax, that's Techno with a K. You guys go check him out. Thousands of songs, technoax.com. It's good. So, again, guys, we do want to give a special thanks to our friends, supporters, favorite streamers, podcasters. We love you guys, and we're always looking for more. You guys want to write, you guys want a podcast, you want to stream, come see us, guys, geekyantics.net. But for now, we are going to get out of here. You guys can find Yogizilla. Really, just type it in Google. It's funny how many pages of Yogizilla comes up. Me, Obi1X2 everywhere. We'll see you guys. If you guys are listening to us on allgames.com, the Dead Pixel Live Power Ranking Show is up next, followed by Knuckleballer Radio at its new time every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Be sure to hang out and chat by clicking the live or chat button. Now remember, of course, our friends at the B-Team Podcast are now on Tuesdays at 9 p.m., the prime time on All Games Radio Network. We'll see you guys next week. Peace!
Later, taters!
Bye. I love you. Play the goddamn music, please. Okay. Enough sauce. Bye-bye.
All right, guys, we really appreciate it. Again, I don't think we're doing anything right now. So again, thank you for watching. Thanks for listening. Whatever you did, yeah. So, thanks again, guys. Retro Friday tomorrow. Yes.
Yes. And I'm gonna try
Yes.
to do it early in the day for once
So,
and
we look-
get it done. Oh! And let's not forget, Obi. Since the open beta's coming to PC, we're gonna have to get on the division on there.
I'm already in the list. Like, I'm already signed up.
But it's open beta, so everybody should be able to just do it. Boom.
Okay, so 19th. Like 19th, 20th, and 21st, you better be fucking playing, bro. Seriously.
If my